I've had a lot of you ask, Ben, why are you a fear coach? Where did you get this idea? I want to know more about your story. So I decided, you know what? Let's just film a little bit of a video so you can hear about my story and what sparked this idea. So if you don't know, I'm a fear coach. That's what I do, whether it's in a retreat setting, a personal one-on-one like coaching setting, from people from all walks of life. I've worked with pretty much anyone and everyone. And I've seen what alchemizing fear into freedom can do for people. I've seen people overcome medical phobias. I've seen people love themselves for the first time. I've seen people leave relationships that weren't serving them anymore. I've seen people quit jobs, find that their life purpose. So many different things. I have seen it. I've seen people lose weight, so many different things, and it's been incredible. And so what I do is I combine a mix of psychology, subconscious reprogramming, energy work, mindset techniques, and a whole lot of love. And I think that is the difference maker in what I do is the love piece. Because I believe that you are not broken, that you don't need to be fixed, that you are amazing as you are. So all I do is help you remember how amazing you are and help remove or dissolve the problem that you think you have. Because the only problem is that you think you have a problem. The only thing that's wrong is that you think something is wrong with you. So we dissolve that problem. So fear is my specialty, but I didn't always know that. I didn't realize, I didn't consciously know it at least. So my background is that I spent years in the corporate world, leading employees to higher levels of performance and job fulfillment. That's really what I was doing. And at the time, I thought I was helping people reach their goals. Which I was doing that, but it was much more than that. I was guiding people to address and overcome their deepest fear of not being good enough. And that is the deepest fear that we all have. Is the root fear is that we are not going to be loved for who we are. There can be any surface level fear, thought, anxiety, whatever you want to call it. But deep down, the root is that we're not going to be loved for who we are. And that isn't good enough. That will never be good enough for who we really are. And so that goes back to the love piece of why love is the key ingredient, is because I do love you for who you are. God loves you, the world loves you, the universe loves you, and technically everyone else does too, and you do too, you just don't realize it, for who you are. That's how we get to the truth of that. And so in the corporate world, this seems kind of crazy, but it's the same exact thing. It's just cloaked in goals or revenue or accomplish this thing or get the promotion or check this off your list or send this many emails or do this project. But all we're trying to do in that is get validation, get respect, get admiration, get attention, affection, success. And all of that is love. And all of that is wanting to be good enough and seen as good enough that we are worthy and worthwhile and all those fun things. So, I love this so much, but the resistance between you and your goal is fear, whether it's in your love life, whether it's more money, it's in your, relationships, friendships, life purpose, goals, projects, whatever that resistance is fear. And fear is what's in the way, but it's also showing you the way. So I want you to hear this again. Fear is what's in the way, but it's also what is showing you the way. This is key. And I didn't realize this until later, that my gifts are dissolving that fear, helping you know that fear is only a perception and giving you the tools to move through it. So looking back at my life, I can see the numerous experiences that prepared me for this. I used to perform in the downtown streets because I wanted to overcome stage fright. Me and my friend, we were just getting into music. So we intentionally went downtown when there were tons of people all over, the cars were bumper to bumper, and we would ask people to rap for them because we wanted to overcome stage fright and get better at performing. And After that, I committed to be, like, I made a personal commitment to myself to be one of the first people to speak up in college classes because I wanted to improve at public speaking. So I was terrified, but I wanted to make sure, I was like, hey, if I want to improve at this, then I need to feel the fear and do it anyway. So literally, any single time a professor asked a question, I would be the first one to raise my hand. And then I accepted a job across the country, knowing no one in the city, because I wanted a new challenge and experience. Yes, sure, there was like a lot more money, can't discount that, but it was more of the experience and challenge and know that I was going toward. Like leaving, this is a side note, you've got to create the circumstance and the opportunity for you to rise into your highest self. So I had to leave that job to get a better job, right? Or better or new experience. You have to leave that relationship to make room for that new one. And that can happen in so many different things but what's holding you back between this and this is the fear in the middle. So it's what's in the way, but it's also literally showing you, oh damn, this is what I really care about. Whatever, I'm right here, but this thing that's right here, like fear showing you what you really care about, and that's the gift of it. So once you learn how to feel it and move through it, it's incredible. It's incredible. So, I mean, when I quit my 9-to-5 job, after I accepted that new promotion across the country, I knew I wouldn't be fulfilled in life unless I went after my dreams. So all of these things that I've mentioned, and there's many more, these are just a couple big ones. Like I was afraid in every one of those moments, but it has brought me an incredible, fulfilling life, and I'm just getting started. And that is the key with all of this. Is it's not a lack. You're not going to forget fear. You're not going to discount the fear. You're not going to make the fear disappear. And this is the first lesson that I tell every client at the beginning, is that my job is to not make your fear disappear. It's to not make it go away, because it is literally an emotion biologically programmed into you for a good purpose and a good reason, and it's still going to do your job and it's still beneficial for you. So it's not making the fear disappear. It's learning how to utilize it, move through it, and even love it, and recognize the messages that it's showing you and telling you. So that's a little bit of my story of why I fear coach, what it kind of looks like, my experience in the corporate world, and some experiences that I've done, and what has sparked this idea of fear coaching, because I know so many people need it. And what's different about my coaching, or just is it's very direct, meaning like if you're going with a personal trainer or like a holistic health coach or even like a business coach, whatever kind of other coach, they are addressing fear in a roundabout way, which is not bad. It's not wrong. I still love those coaches. I've still utilized those coaches, and so should you. But what's different about fear coaching is that we're directly going to the root. And that's why it's different than anything, like every single client I've worked with, whether it's therapy, other coaching, other crazy cool retreats that they've been on that are amazing. But what's happening is that we're not addressing the root, and that's what fear is. And that's why I believe fear is a gift, because yes, it's in the way, but it's showing you the way. It's literally a compass guiding you to what you most care about. And once you address that, you will live your most free life. So that's why I believe fear is amazing, and fear is a friend, and following our fear is the key, the prerequisite to absolute freedom and liberation and sovereignty. Forgot where I was going with that. Oh, yes. That by addressing fear, that's the key to your freedom. Literally, you don't need me to do this, and I'm dedicated to giving you as many tools so you can do this on your own. But it is absolutely key when you address your fear. When you address your fear, you follow it, you lean into it. That's when you become free. So it's not making the fear disappear. It's learning that is actually a tool, and how to move through it, and how to lean into it, and how to feel it. So that is the key. So don't wait for your fear to disappear. And I know it's scary, but that's the point, is to overcome that and to feel that. So anyway, that's why I love it. I've seen so many transformations when we dive straight into it. DM me, comment, what other things do you have, what questions do you have about fear? What do you want to know about my story? But that's just a little bit in 10 minutes. All right, y'all. Love you so much. I believe in you. You are amazing.